This episode sponsored by our viewers. Thanks to folks like Ellie, Ivar, and Connor, we've been able to continue producing episodes. Our most dedicated sponsors are those that enjoy the show. You can show your support at everydaydrinkers.tv/donate. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer. Today we're creating the Pucker Sucker. This is a recipe, another recipe I found for Pinnacle Gummy out on their website. The Pucker Sucker expands upon the idea of just having gummy and, say, Sprite or lemon lime soda, although we do have something that, in my opinion, is very similar, which is triple sec, without the carbonation, a little extra sweet. This recipe has 2 ounces of the Pinnacle Gummy, which is the same as last time, but this time bringing in triple sec and sour mix. So the sour mix, of course, it also contains some sweet. This one is 2 ounces of simple syrup, 1 whole lime, and 1 whole lemon. So there's a little extra sour, big lemon. Then we got our triple sec. So it should still be kind of sweet, but as you were saying in the last, after tasting what we made last time, you don't think you could drink that entire glass of the, what was that one called? That was the gummy soda. You don't think you could finish the gummy soda?
No.
That's 6 ounces of liquid.
It's good, but I don't
melted
think I
down
could.
Gummies.
Yes, it's melted down Swedish Fish. I don't think I could drink the whole thing. The taste kind of gets to you after a while. I love Swedish Fish. Like, I could easily eat a whole bag of Swedish Fish.
But that is just...
But that's different. I don't know.
Because it's got lemon lime soda, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this is a little smaller of a drink. And I think where the real hit will be is because of its size, you can drink this as a starter or a finisher or someplace in between. There's a taste where sometimes people want to taste different things. It's sort of like when you have a meal, you have like, you go to those restaurants where you have like the main course, you have your salads, you have your soups, you have an appetizer before that, and then you get a dessert at the finish, and there's all those flavors that you're able to experience at the table, where if somebody just handed you a 20-pound meatball and said, here's your dinner, you'd be like, how much meatball do I really want to eat? But you get to experience different flavor, and this gives you the ability, by not having way too much volume, to let you try maybe a little of that, and a little glass of this, gumminess. Then again, it could just be overly powerful, I don't know. We'll see. Add a little ice to our glass. Ooh. A lot of space here. There we go. So we'll shake that up a little bit. Nice aggressive shake, get that sour mix flowing. Homemade sour mix, as that's the way it should go. So it will be cloudy. Second cocktail of the week that doesn't look very interesting. This looks like an Italian ice, like the lemon Italian ice.
Yeah, it does.
For now, I'm sure eventually it'll clear out. Oh, maybe not. It could end up looking cloudy from the sour mix. It brings better flavor. No, it brings a different dynamic flavor than the last recipe, which was just gummy. This definitely has a little sweet zing of the citrus and a little bit of orange, which I kind of call a citrus and gummy together, but more intense. Where the last one kind of was the carrier, the highway of the gummy. This, I think, has a little more flavor to it. Let's see. Ooh. That could be yummy. I like this. While I'm not a huge fan of sour drinks, I find that they help me salivate. They really make me want to take a second sip, maybe because I keep getting thirsty or something, but I like a bit of sour, just a little bit of bite. This brings a little bit with sweet. The closest thing I could come to as a direct analogy would be lemonade and gummy. That is kind of the end result. That's the finish. It's like you just took a sip. I mean, freshly squeezed, you get that little acidity, that you get kind of the residual acidity with gummy bear finish. It's kind of crazy. So
Swedish Fish.
Oh yeah, gummy bear. Swedish Fish, because there's no bears, a fish. We need a gummy bear. There must be a gummy bear vodka. However, I'll side note and say I still think this, maybe even more so than that, is a drink you probably can't drink too much of. It's got that sweetness to it, and it's got kind of like how much gummy can you really take style thing going on. So small quantities, I think this is a good size glass. You maybe even can reduce the ingredients a little more to give it a try, unless you're super, super fan of this and you just drink them all night long. But I think most people are going to have one of these and be like, that was an awesome tasting experience. What else do we got? So there you go. EverydayDrinkers.tv. We need a question of the day. Let's do it about gummy stuff. How many people out there buy bags of gummy, what are they called? Swedish Fish. And can you stop before you finish the entire bag? I have a hard time. Can you stop?
No, well, usually it's the kids that's buying the bag, so I have to just stop.
Because they yell
Unless
at
I
us.
get yelled at.
Then we get yelled at if we eat all their Swedish Fish on them. But then you get those big bags, and just like you could dip a little deeper into it. I have a hard time when there's Swedish Fish in the area. I have to like take one or two, a handful, sit down, and it seems like every time I get up to do something, I sit down, and there's another handful. And you're going to moderate yourself. They're really good. So
Those and Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids I think Sour Patch Kids are another level of awesome. I mean, they're really close. Like, if this was awesome...
You need to make a Sour Patch Kid vodka.
I know. And some people said to make a Sour Patch Kid vodka, you have to... Gets a little expensive because you're supposed to pick a color. I don't really think that matters. I think they're all really the same taste. They're just colored.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
I think you do that
You
with
could probably
Skittles,
just
too.
skip it and put the absorbic acid or whatever that stuff on the outside is.
Yeah, this is going to be something new. So, can you stop from eating an entire bag of Swedish Fish? As a question for those who don't necessarily like them, do you like them? Or are there people, I don't know, maybe there's somebody out there who's got some weird corrupted gene in their body where when they eat a Swedish Fish, like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever had. Maybe it's the texture, it's the chewiness.
Maybe they live near their Swedish Fish factory.
That would kill for me. I would move away so I can keep eating them, but still get the tax write-off, because I'm sure if they have it in the town, you get a little extra money off of your Swedish Fish.
Maybe.
Because you don't have to ship it. Anyway, Pucker Sucker, EverydayDrinkers.tv. We're teaching you how to drink.
How much do you spend on Swedish Fish?
I spend enough.
A tax write-off.
A tax write-off.
They're only like $1 a bag, if that.
Yeah, but if you could save 25 cents, who's not going to want to save 25 cents?
Totally worth it.